I'm Brenda Payne. My maiden name is Sisson, which we've been here forever. My grandparents lived in the Plains on Bunker Hill. My parents, John and Irene, we've lived in Marshall. We actually lived in both houses that used to be down beside what is now Nick's Grocery. It used to be Glasscock's Grocery, which was my Aunt Marie and Uncle David. And so they tore down the small house and we moved into the big house. And then we ended up, my parents bought their very first house from George Thompson around on the back street, which we call the back street, which is a really worn street. And we lived there till I graduated high school, and actually Mom lived there till 1995 or something like that. My brother and my father were members of the fire department here. And actually, both of them were also members of the rescue squad. My dad was the assistant chief at one point, and my brother was very active there, and he even went on to Arlington to be a paid paramedic. My family, that Mom and Dad owned the laundromat, which we started out where the Paul's holistic place is here now. And then once they moved out of there into what's Stevie Thorpe's electrical building, which was the old creamery at one point. So Highs then took over the Paul's place, and then we were in the old creamery, and one side was a dry cleaning, and we had the laundromat on the other side. And in the back of the dry cleaning, there was a little vault that we stored the furs of the ladies that were around town. Not very many, but there were some. And then, you know, Mom lived here. Daddy died early. He died in 1979. My brother died early. He died in 1985. So 1988. So I, stayed here. I've always been in Fauquier. And, I went to Broad Run for a while. I went to Remington for a while. And here I am, full circle. So I do a lot of volunteering. And I do a lot of volunteering here in Marshall. I do the bookkeeping for the Marshall Moving Forward committee. I am the secretary for the Marshall Volunteer Fire and Rescue Department. I cook a mean breakfast on the Sundays that we have breakfast. And speaking of the firehouse, the people that are there, the older members, I should say, are seasoned members, we like to be called. They keep saying that the firehouse is haunted with my brother, so I'm not quite sure why they said that, but anyway, it's kind of fun. When something happens, they're always like, that's Harold doing that, so who knows? But Marshall is a great place, and it's always been my home, and I hope always will be. And I just love it here, as I hope everybody else does too. And there are a lot of new people coming that, we don't know, so we just need to be the friendly place that we've always been, and say hi to everybody at the post office and hope that they love it as much as we do.